Hello, everybody, and welcome to Rise of Sagemist, Episode 5. We're actually back in 2 weeks, which is weird because we normally are. So before we go into a recap, let's go over a couple bit of announcements. Let's see. First off is this episode is sponsored by, let's see who we're going to go with first. Plus One Crafting. Plus One Crafting allows you to make custom terrains, tiles, and scatter plots for all your D&D needs so that you can put your little miniatures on it and have fun. If you would like to enter for our giveaway, make sure you're doing the exclamation point spell, and that will get you added. Our next sponsor is the Barkley Garage. The Barkley Garage does a bunch of woodworking for your house as well as outdoors types woodwork. They have a bunch of stuff. Basically, their pitch is if you have a design, they can pretty much come up something with you. The last sponsor is Epidemic Sound, which is responsible for all of our lovely music that you'll hear here shortly. Other than that, we have 50 followers currently, everybody.
Ooh,
So,
hell yeah.
that's
I
pretty
want to
exciting.
subscribe. The subscribe button is not there.
So it takes a couple of days for the affiliate request email to come in, but after that, we will get that ball on the roll and get it to where you all can start doing proper luck and inspo like it is. Speaking of which, if you're subscribed to any of us lovelies, you can do luck and inspo to any of these players or myself because I like it as well. And the luck will allow a free reroll or a contested roll to me, and the inspo can be used on anything except for damage rolls, and then you can't share your luck and your inspo with any of the players. So, good luck.
Yeah.
Let's see. Other than that, let's do a little replay or recap. Recap? That's the word. That's the word I'm looking for. It's early. So, does anybody remember what happened in the last episode?
Kenya almost died.
Okay, that's
More
an
than once.
understatement.
She almost died again. Don't forget, she almost died a second time, and then maybe a third.
I said more than once. I said more than once.
So we all opened up last episode with everyone kind of returning from the shenanigans that happened at the market district. No one knew where Luth was because, Luth things, or, Alexandrin. Not that anybody would put out a search request for Alexandrin. Anyways, as you all make it back to the common room or to the various libraries or any other place that you decided to go, eventually, regardless, some of you were at the med ward checking on students. Some of you were out and about. You got called upon by certain pixie fairies that requested which classes you would like to take for the next day so that they could put it down for the schedule ledger and then inform the professors and all this other stuff, and you all signed up as requested. Most of you started in Professor Lone's class, and he presented to have some of the students combat with each other as well as work with each other later on. The combat didn't go very well because Kiaran ended up attacking Kenya before Kenya could get to the square that would prevent her from taking damage. Consequently, after that class, everyone was informed that their homework was to find different spirits or encounters of what is Professor Lone? Professor Lone is evocation. So there would be various evocation enchantments throughout the school that would need to be disenchanted in a way. So the person that had the most or the highest number of evocation dispels would, I don't know, get a gold star from Professor Lone, or I don't know how you want to put it. Other than that, we fast forward to everyone kind of taking a little break, and Kenya going to the library, almost blowing herself up. And eventually everyone takes, well, not everyone, three students take Professor Littlefoot's abjuration class, to which he proceeds to take the students into the mist. And then shortly after, he disappears and kind of informs them that they need to not die. Shortly after, they get attacked by an owlbear, and stuff gets real pretty quickly. But when Professor Littlefoot ends up showing back up and killing the owlbear, taking the reward kill from all the people that try to do their best to not get killed, he picked up Kenya and the others and made their way back to outside, right at the base steps of the school, and congratulated them in a way and said that he's surprised that they all didn't die. And then he says class dismissed and goes on his way. Meanwhile, Natari is going to start her conjuration class, where Professor Knopf kind of greets her, and her and some other students kind of come into the classroom. And that's where we are technically picking up currently. Well, maybe not right there. So, as a change of pace, Levrin. Luth. I'm going to go with Luth. Make a perception check.
Perception check. That is going to be a 12.
Nice. You appear in an area that's not anywhere close to the common room or the school grounds, from what you can tell. For as far as you can see out, it looks slightly dark, but you can tell that you're standing in some type of liquid.
So my feet are wet.
Yeah.
Neat. I do not have anything aside. DM, I have a question. If I were to cast Green Flame Blade on my dagger, would that make a pseudo torch? Could I flavor it to kind of do
flavor? I guess. I mean, sure.
Okay, just because dark room, wet floor, Luth is confused. Luth is nothing but confusion right now. So Luth's gonna draw his dagger, and he's just gonna he's thinking of torch, light, glow, something, and then the dagger just kind of erupts with this green flame. I guess that works. And he's kind of using that to kind of look around, forgetting fully on forgetting that he can see in the dark with Devil Sight.
So as you do that, your dagger kind of puts this sheen of green flames that flicker off of it, which gives kind of a little bit of a dim green light aurora around where you're standing, and you realize in that moment that you're standing in blood.
I'm okay, all right, it's totally fine. Totally a normal thing that probably happens here. Sagemist, fine. Is it dark all the way around me? I have no sense of direction, one way or the other?
Yeah, more or less, yeah.
Super. Luth's just gonna kind of start walking kind of straight ahead, kind of keeping his kind of dagger kind of like to his side, but like just trying to keep an eye out for anything. Hello? Is anybody in here? Yaren?
You walk for maybe 10 or so minutes, and aside from the sound of the sloosh slosh of your footsteps moving through this liquid batch of blood, you don't see or hear anything, and the scenery is kind of more or less the same.
Eric! Okay. Luth's gonna look at his ring.
Mm-hmm.
Is the ring there?
Yes.
Cool. Miss Ruby, can you hear me?
A couple moments pass, and you're just kind of like standing there awkwardly.
All right. It's fine. Well, let's see if this works. And he just throws an Eldritch Blast straight ahead of him.
Okay, roll to hit.
24 to hit the abyss.
Nice. You throw this Eldritch Blast, and it kind of like veers off, goes off in the distance, and after a while, it kind of fades away.
Oh, fuck. So it doesn't even hit me, it just keeps going.
And then it hits you in the back.
Son of...
Roll for damage.
Oh my God. Why do I hurt myself so? That'll be 9 points of force damage.
Nice. You were already injured from before. Oh my god.
Yeah, I never healed from the last time.
With this guy.
oh, I'm sorry. Was I supposed to know what the fuck's happening?
No.
Because Paul nor Luth understands what's going on right now.
So
Playing my character very well.
In your perspective, you shoot off this Eldritch Blast, and give or take a couple of moments after you see it kind of veer off and disappear.
Now, where the hell does it just keep going?
And then right in the back.
I mean, oh, oh, that hurts. Oh, is that what I do to people? Oh, that hurts. Oh, it doesn't burn. But man, I felt like getting punched. Oh, I don't like that. Okay. All right.
And at that,
don't.
flames start to like flicker in this reddish purplish hue, and then Ruby appears and looks at you.
Where am I right now?
You're in a place where things aren't quite as they appear.
Okay. So, we're in danger here, or like we're safe here?
Safe is relative, Luth.
So danger then.
Perhaps.
I thought the whole thing was like I die, you die kind of thing.
Yes, but from the looks of it, Luth, you are going to die much sooner than anticipated.
What? Oh. I don't... Is that a threat or an insult?
Bit of both.
All right.
You've been at the Magic Academy for less than 72 hours, and you've almost died how many times?
Like once or twice, maybe.
Right. Well,
Wait a minute. Hold on. What happened to Alexander? What did you do to him?
We'll talk about him later.
No. But I mean, no.
No?
Yeah, no. You can't just do that. Remember last time it almost got me killed? You cut a guy's hand off. That's the whole reason we're here to begin with.
Yes, because these meat puppets continue to get in the way.
And we agreed you wouldn't do that anymore. And then you stab a guy in the middle of a room of people.
No one saw it.
What?
No one saw it.
How? We were in the middle of a common room. How did no one see him get stabbed? Wait. Did you put us here or did they put us here?
Luth, I'm gonna need you to calm down and get ready.
Well, Miss Ruby, I'm sorry. I'm standing in blood in a room that lets me shoot myself in the back. All right, I'm a little weirded out right now.
It's the least of your worries.
What?
Right now, you need to worry about surviving.
Surviving what? The blood room?
No. Me.
Excuse me?
Well, in order for you to get better at this magic that you don't seem to have a control over...
Luth slowly starts kind of backing up a little bit, like...
And you watch as she, like, produces flame in one hand, and her hand flickers with, like, eldritch energy in the other.
Now, wait a minute. I thought you said if I die, you die. Now, hold on now.
Let's test out that.
I will throw this ring back. I'll throw it.
You better run.
No.
And she just, like, winds up.
Run!
Are you dodging? Are you doing anything? Here we go.
I am.
Does
casting,
a 15 hit at base?
Casting something. I'm trying to cast something, but I don't got shit.
I'll use your staff. So does a
15 hits.
18? Does 18 hit?
18 hits, yes.
Okay, she'll try and hit you with another Eldritch Blast. 9 points.
Can I? Oh, absorb elements doesn't work because force isn't an element. Fuck. All right. Yep. That just hits Loot square in the chest. For how much damage?
Another 9. Gotta love that agonizing blast.
I was just talking about how good that spell is.
Oh goodness. So here ends Luth, the tale of a boy.
Luth is like takes the hit and like, Miss Ruby, I don't want to do this, but fuck. And Luth just in his moment of like, oh fuck, cast fireball. Like, so starts backpedaling and then just yeets a fireball at her.
Okay.
She needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Sweet. That's gonna be 18 plus what is your mod for
1.
dex? So 19.
1. Yeah, so she doesn't take the full brunt of it.
And she's going to use absorb elements as a reaction. So roll that beautiful bean footage.
Oh god. All right, hang on. I'm using digital dice because I'm not about to bust out fucking. I'm not gonna sort through and try to find my. Oh, those are D8s. That's a mistake. 8 D6s. So 29 halved. So you're looking what 15 points of damage, half minus the whatever 1d6 that she ends up rolling. So yeah, Lute's just backpedaling like, just like I imagine the way he cast it is essentially he's just like thinking of like go away, go away, go away, and essentially just throws a ball like a beach ball fireball looking thing, just like two-handed over the top, just off his back foot, just.
Sweet. As this big ball of fire comes at Ruby, you watch as she lifts up her hand that has to produce flame, dissipates it, and just absorbs this fire, and it like beads into her skin, and you see the flickers kind of like.
Oh, that seems hardly fair, and it just starts like using the rest of my movement speed to like haul ass.
During that time, Natari, you're in a nice class at Professor Knopf's, just having your best life, not in any way, shape, or form, fearing for your life. Professor Knopf is, for those that don't know, he is a satyr man, sorcerer by trade, but he teaches conjuration, and he's going around giving you all just a dish that you have in front of your desks, and the dish doesn't have anything, but he just sets one down for everyone to kind of do their best. So with that, luck and inspo to Luth, because he's gonna need it.
so that means I got 2 inspirations and a luck right now, because
there was another one.
Yeah, Glittering Moon Elf gave.
Let's see.
Somebody gave one. Hang on, let me go back up.
Glittering
Moon Elf
Elf.
gave luck to
Luck to Kania.
the girl I have not yet met, and then inspo to me.
So you have another inspo, Luth, and you have a luck, Kenya.
I'm sure that'll help.
Luth gets luck and 2 inspo, right?
Yeah.
So Professor Knopf goes back to the front of the class. Is anyone new to conjuration?
Somewhat. I've done a little bit, not much.
Ah, well, do you have any conjuration spells that you know of?
I don't know if I do. Oh, yeah, I do. Yes, I do know, like, 1, maybe 2. Do you want me to show you?
Oh, yes, come up to the front of the class, my dear.
Okay, she'll go up there and she'll cast Find Familiar and bring a hawk to her.
Okay. So this hawk like appears out of the ethereal plane and kind of manifests. Does this happen to also look like your avatar hawk?
Very similar, yes.
Okay. Ah, very good. Now, do you know the importance of conjuration, my dear?
I mean, it has a lot of different uses. Some of the ones that I've been trying to learn but haven't quite grasped yet are like to create a flame in my hand, but it just kind of like sparks and fizzles out. But that can like light your way and also create a little bit of defense for you in dire times. There's other ones I would like to try to learn, but
he nods and kind of like looks at you. I see. Well, let's see. And then the flame spell that you're talking about, is it just like a higher level druid spell?
No, it's actually just create flame.
Oh,
The cantrip.
Oh, do you not have it yet? Or do you
No.
have... Okay.
I mean, it's known. I just haven't learned it.
Oh, okay. He nods and kind of points to the dishes that he gave to everyone and the plates that he put in front of everyone. These are very unique plates. They allow...
produce flame.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, that's a druidic spell. These dishes allow you to tap into magic that is not currently aptly yours, but so long as it's in your field, you should be able to draw the magic from it. So I'm going to have you all try and do a spell of conjuration that is not currently one you know. And you will use the dish to aid you.
Okay, so trying to do a spell you don't already know.
Yeah. So in this case, Natari can maybe try and focus the produce flame spell.
Let's just sit there and focus and try and conjure up the flame in the dish.
Okay. Can you roll a Arcana check?
I'm done with these physical dice. It's a 5.
Okay. So you're trying. You see in the dish, like that flicker of a flame, but it's not like beating strong. It's just weaning in and out as you look into it. You see some of the other students just conjuring to their heart's content, but they're also probably not first timers here. Especially by like their robes, you can tell that some of them are older classmen. And Professor Knopf kind of like comes over to you. Oh, yes, you're working on it. You're working on it. Is there anything that gives you a spark, you know, inner strength?
I don't know, just maybe thoughts of the grove. Nibble here sometimes gives me inspiration. And she kind of reaches down and scratches her fox's ears.
Ah, well, typically when I cast spells, I find what's really important to me, and it makes it easier for me to focus and kind of draw power from there.
Okay.
So, go ahead, give it a go. Another Arcana check, but with advantage.
Okay. So 19.
Okay. This time, you know, inner focus, Natari is trying to create this produce flame, and it's kind of like something clicks over, and you can kind of see the fire manifesting in this dish. And over the next few seconds of just focusing on that particular pulse, you see the flame just kind of produce in this dish.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, excellent. Well, class, you all seem to be doing rather well. For time's sake, this has taken maybe 30 to 40 minutes for everybody to kind of get on the same playing field. Professor Knopf's going to other students and making sure that they're also able to conjure as easily or like focus where they need to before he came over to you as well. But he makes his way to the front of the class. Class, Has anyone been here for more than a year? Anyone? Anyone at all? A couple of classmen like raise their hand. Yes, well, does anybody or has anyone heard of the Ghouls Ball? Like maybe one or two students raise their hand. Yes, well, pretty soon here, you all will be requested to attend the Ghouls Ball. It's basically a time for all of you to gather, have a good time. There's no classes for the day. It's very good. Does anyone know the purpose behind the Ghouls Ball? Anyone? No one. It's fine if you don't. Basically, there is one hidden creature somewhere in the school, and if you can convince that creature to come with you to the Ghouls Ball, great rewards are in store.
Very good at talking to creatures, so.
Taking that into consideration, everyone's homework is to create a list of spells they would someday like to learn in regards to conjuration, and then bring them back here. Class dismissed.
Thank you. So did I learn that spell then?
You're still in the
Still working on it?
Yeah, in the baby stages, but you're
Okay.
getting there. You're getting the hang of it.
Okay.
Natari, as you leave out of the classroom, make a perception check.
$18.
Okay. You see a not defeated, but like a defeated Kenya, and you see like Leverin and Kiaran kind of like off in the distance. There's other students between you and them, but they're making their way back from Professor Littlefoot's class, and they just look worse for wear.
I'll walk up to him. Are you okay?
Hey,
Hi, Natari.
Hi, Kiara.
Hello, Natari.
Do you want me to help you, Kenya?
please.
Okay. She'll cast Cure Wounds at the 2nd level. Actually, fuck it. We'll go 3rd level.
Can I do a perception check for these
And you gain
evocation?
16
Yeah, these.
points of health.
Okay.
Kieran counter spells? I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Oh,
hitting
no.
so hard.
No heals for you. Make
She just
a
gently touches your
Arcana
shoulder.
check, Leverin.
Okay. Handicapping, I see.
Mm-hmm.
15.
You see maybe like a flicker way at the end of the hall, just like way down there, and then it just like moves away.
Laura's gonna grunt in annoyance. Not close enough.
I'll look at Kenya. Does that feel better?
How much yelling did I get?
16.
Oh, I feel good as new, actually. Thank you.
Good, good. I'm glad.
Well, you certainly look better, except for the dried blood there and there and
yeah.
there.
Friend.
What? I mean, her wounds are gone. At least she's not bleeding anymore.
You're not wrong. I think I'm just gonna. And she walks away.
I'm sorry.
Hi, Kieran.
I thank you for healing her. I think we need to. I don't think heal her mind is the right thing, but maybe we need to boost her confidence.
I don't know. I mean, I think she's just really shy.
I know.
She's kind of like me, but more shy.
Yeah, I think we can bring you guys both out of your shells. Yeah. Yeah. It'll be like, yeah, just coming out of your shell. You're doing it already, Natari. But we've known you for a few days longer than we've known her.
That's a wonderful idea, Kiaran. I mean, who doesn't love to talk? And Leverin's gonna like hold out his arms, especially you, and he's gonna pause. I did not mean that how it sounded, Kiaran. I apologize. And he's gonna like look at Kiaran like, that came out wrong.
I don't know what you mean. What? It didn't sound wrong to me. Totally over there.
And Leverin's gonna like step back and like wipe his brow like, oh, thank God she's a little thicker up there.
The best in everyone. So, well, you know what? I'm gonna go walk around campus and see what I can see for a little bit before we head back to whatever classes we have coming up. And so I'll see you guys later.
Leverin narrows his eyes at Kiaran. You're not beating me in Mr. Lone's class.
I don't know what
Kiaran.
you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
Leverin's gonna like take off down the hallway.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going.
Oh.
I'm gonna cast dancing lights right in his face to maybe make him trip.
Roll a deck save, Leverin.
Is this the first
19.
PvP action we've had here?
I'm not attacking him.
No, it was a deck save, so to see if I trip or not.
Right.
Yeah, you're able to kind of like the lights appear and flicker, and you kind of like dodge out of the way and like almost hit a student and take him out, but you move out of the way and they're just like, don't run. Jeez, young students these
I'm
days.
gonna take off after him. I'm trying to
Oh my
break
god.
him.
Acrobatics checks. There's a lot of
both.
students in the hall.
I cast grease
13. 13.
So that's
on
gonna
the
be
stairs.
21.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kiaran, you see that Leverin's kind of getting out of your view here shortly.
Okay. She's gonna break off the chase and go wander to another location to see if she can find any of these abjuration things.
Okay. For everyone that attended Professor Lone's class, which I think is everybody except for Luth, roll a d6. 4.
3.
5.
3.
7.
You're not there.
I also rolled a
5.
7 on a d6.
You know, wow, people cheat. Okay, so a series of events take place, and Natari, you're able to find 4 of those evocation encounters. You
goodness.
managed to actually dissipate half of that. Similarly, Leverin and Kiaran, you find more. What did you roll, Kenya?
I rolled a 5.
Okay, you find a lot, but then you're just like, I don't, and I'm gonna just stay, and I'm in my, yep, and you just, back in your back in your safe space.
They're all just hanging around in her little private
They're
room.
just
And she's
like,
I don't wanna
there,
deal
you
with
just
it.
gotta put them out. You're just like,
No, I see nothing. I see nothing.
All she has to do is like a whirlwind to put out all the fiery books, and she's like, nope.
So the rest of the day takes place. All of you attend your illusion class as you had scheduled, and you begin to continue throughout your days and weeks at the academy. Word of the Ghouls Ball approaching is being taken place, but on a retrospect type deal. Luth and the student Alexander have been missing from the school for roughly 2.5 weeks now. Like, it's been a hot minute.
Oh my god.
I would hope somebody fucking realizes that I'm
I'm not
gone.
let that go that long.
They're like, nah, he's dead.
Can I-
We're good.
not have let that go that long. I would have been raised in hell, even between my visits to the medical ward and been like asking around for him.
Oh yeah, the staff body at the Sagemist Academy are well aware of who the fuck Kiara and Talabrina is. Like, they're like, Kiaran, if you come to me one more time asking about Mr. Brightwood, we're gonna have words.
Just take out
So
the
it's
take
like-
out the I in Kiara's name, and it explains everything.
Levern
Karen
would have
Talabrina.
Levern would have
Oh,
noticed,
no!
but he just like goes up to Professor Lone, asks him about it, and Professor Lone just kind of like, oh, you know, this stuff happens, and Levern just kind of takes that answer as like, oh, fair enough.
Okay, like, wait, so both, hang on, I got a clarifying question here. So both Luth and Alexander have not been seen in 2.5 weeks.
Yes.
So Alexander's family, have they been notified?
Oh yes. And your the people that
Oh,
more or
I
less
know,
were looking
my
after
people
you.
probably don't
Yeah.
care that much. I'm more like, how does the pseudo Malfoys, the Falfoys, if you will,
The Malfoys. Oh my god.
take this
The
information?
not boys.
So it's roughly 2.5 weeks. Still no sign of Luke. Still no sign of Alexander. And y'all are like, they might be dead. But the day starts just like any other. Y'all are more or less in a routine at this point. You've attended various classes. You've done all your magic training that you can think of. You're expanding here and there. You're doing really shady Professor Alone classes in your spare time sessions. It's all fun and games until this particular day when you all wake up and you're just going about your day like normal. What would you like to do? Breakfast? Class?
So we can get a long rest now?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank God.
I would imagine
Weeks,
so.
no long rest.
I mean, it's been
No
2.5
long rest.
weeks. Surely I got a long rest during that time. Some.
At some point, you fell asleep with a book in your hand.
Did we get any allowance for those days since it's a new day?
No, it's not day progressive. It's
Okay,
session
alright.
progressive. So you all get your starting allowance for this
Okay.
session. That way the kids aren't just like banking.
I was gonna say 2.5 weeks. Let's get
What's
some
the
snacks.
starting? What's the allowance for?
$100 per session.
100
Yeah.
gold.
Or 100 gold. 100 gold.
So you should have like 200 something, and then we would have. I think I'm
505.
5. Well, I'm noble, so I'm at 515. that 10 extra gold is really coming.
It's
in
gonna add
clutch.
up.
Yeah.
Eat the rich.
So what are you all doing?
I guess Lerman's gonna wake up, get dressed, and head to breakfast.
Okay.
I'm gonna just eat like a piece of fruit that I just keep some fruit in my room, and then I'm gonna take it with me and go check on Glitch again.
Okay.
I'm going to go grab something quick to eat, and then I am going to use my avatar. I'm gonna bring my avatar and Nibble together and be like, I need you guys to find that creature for the Ghouls Ball. And if you can, convince it to come talk to me. Okay.
Roll a animal handling check.
Easy peasy.
Easy
Nat
peasy lemon
fucking
squeezy.
20.
Oh my god, they just nod
28.
and they are off. They're in detective mode. You see the little fox like put on its little bow tie. It's ready.
Nibbles Watson.
Elementary, my dear Nibble Watson.
Levin's down in the
Nibble
cafeteria.
Holmes.
Levin's down in the cafeteria having like a full breakfast with like eggs, some bacon, and he's letting his little wolf run around.
Okay.
Oh my god. Zoe is going nuts. I will do it.
Okay. As you all are going about your day, Luth, you arrive in your quarters, naked, on fire, poof, just land in that space. The past 2.5 weeks have not been kind, to say the least.
Hold, sorry, wait. When you say my court, you mean like in my house's, like, in my house?
Yeah, in your
Or
house's
like-
core, your personal space area, your little.
Okay, so like in my little personal space area. Okay.
Oh, that'd be so funny. He ended up in the common room.
I straight up thought that's what the fuck was happening. I thought we were gonna appear right back where we were.
Mm-mm.
Like, Luth is immediately upon hitting the mattress. Immediately is just going to roll the fuck out of there and back on his feet.
Okay.
And is immediately gonna have like eldritch energy in both hands, eyes fucking wide.
He's like, this is a
as
trick. I
shit.
know it.
Like eyes fucking wide as shit, just looking around, trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
So, for a bit of recap for you, the past 2.5 weeks, Ruby has been constantly on every turn, just trying to get the one and ups on you, and just when
I've been hunted for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Let me just.
Yeah.
So about 2 weeks, I've been hunted in a dark abyss with blood, with a blood water floors.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Just want to make sure.
Mentally.
All right. No. Okay.
And no one's gonna believe him either.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So yeah, that's Loot. That's where Loot's at right now. Like eyes wide, fucking confused as shit about where he is and what the fuck's going on.
Okay.
So yeah, now he's standing stark naked, eldritch energy in both hands, in just the, I can't even remember the house name now off the top of my head.
In boots.
In Boots, yeah, in Boots' house, just, yeah.
What is Kiaran and Kenyan doing again?
Kenya is gonna like peek out of her room. She's already dressed for the day. She's looking around, making sure no one's around before she kind of like walks out, slowly quietly closes the door, before kind of making her way to the dining hall to grab a quick bite to eat before retreating back to her safe space.
Okay.
And Kiaran is going to she's going to check on Glitch and see how he's faring still in that coma
Okay.
state. And
Over
yeah.
the past 2.5 weeks, Glitch's condition, even though he's still like comatose, his vital signs have been getting better. At least that's what the clerics have been telling you. And yeah, he looks like he might recover from it.
Okay. Are his parents still checking in on him? Are they still here?
Yeah, they come every couple of days. You've noticed. You've
Okay.
you've obviously met them before, but like you've seen
Right.
them during your visits as well, every once in a while.
Okay. All right. So she'll just kind of she's been trying to learn some sort of spell that allows her to communicate with him,
Okay.
like sort of like a message or sending, where she can just like kind of connect with him mentally.
Okay.
But I guess she probably hasn't perfected it yet, or well, she does have sending actually. Sorry. Yeah. So she's going to God, I didn't realize that was a 3rd level spell, but she's going to waste a 3rd level spell slot, and well, she doesn't consider it a waste, obviously. And she's going to cast sending and just kind of whisper, I know you're getting better, and I just want you to know that I've been checking on you every day, and I hope you wake up soon, and I want to find out who did this to you, so that I'm going to do whatever it takes to get back at them. That's how she ends. I don't know if that was 25 words or less, but we'll go with that.
Yeah, roughly. The thoughts out there.
Yeah.
And we'll just say that you've been, doing this sending ritual pretty regularly, at least once a day, and then just talking to Glitch to try and wean him back here. Similarly, you don't get a response back, but it just helps you feel better to be able to talk to him like this.
All right. And then she'll just kind of go back and wait for the first round of classes.
Okay.
But she's going to be keeping her eye out on the way back for any abjuration moat things.
Anyone that's in the hallways, make a perception check. Like if you're on your way to the dining hall, or
I would be searching for the creature in any of my spare time, so
13.
probably
19.
16.
22.
okay. Natari, you're preoccupied, but Levren, Kenya, and Kiaran, you all see these 3 people, elves from what you can tell, dressed very out there. Levren, you would recognize 2 of them as being like members of the Knott's family, more importantly, Knott's parents, Alexander's parents, and then the other is a new face for you. And they're just like talking to one of the professors.
I'm going to stand off to the side and try and eavesdrop on them.
Okay.
Kiaran's going to be watching Levren and seeing what he's doing, because she's like, what's he doing? Why is he? Yeah. Okay. And I think that Kiaran would know who the Knotts are. I mean, her father's an ambassador, so she would have known who the prominent families are. Whether she knew them personally, or not is, I mean, she definitely doesn't, but she knows who they are and what they look like and can recognize them. So she's just going to be kind of pretending to be doing something else and watching Lever and watching them.
Mm-hmm.
Kenya is just like, don't know them, not my business. Keep walking.
So as y'all are eavesdropping, the knots are upset is a relative term, as they are more or less yelling at this poor professor about how their son has been missing for X amount of days, and there's been nothing that the school has done, and it's just this whole big blah, and of course they're making a big scene out of it, and the other elf that is with them is just kind of calmly standing there, letting them vent and do as they please.
What does this other elf look like?
He has a kind of nice jacket, kind of like maybe leather, and green underrobes, and like a white posh satin thingy around his neck that like billows and buffs and tucks into the other shirts. A goatee and some strikings of a beard in work, and like black hair, mocha skin, and yep, he's just calmly standing there.
I'm gonna walk up to him.
So he's like a little off to the side from them, and the Noths are like yelling at, let me just randomly pick one of the professors. Professor Noth. They're yelling at the Satyr Man. And
The nicest person.
he kind of like sees you approach, and his attention like stirs from idly watching them and then looking over to you. And he kind of like smiles softly.
Levern's gonna walk up to him and give him a slight bow at the waist. Excuse me, sir. I don't recognize you. What are you doing with the Lord and Lady Knot?
I am a count for the court that they work with. My name is Count Irvinbright. Relatively new, not from around here. I am here to check on one of my patron students.
Alexandrin?
Oh no, that is their child.
The only other person that's been missing is Luth. So you're here for him?
No, my student is not missing. I am just paying her course fare. Perhaps you know her. Her name is Natari.
Natari.
Yes.
Yes, I know Miss Natari.
Yes,
Would you like me to go get her?
Sure. She has not met me yet. I merely paid the bill to allow her to come here.
Okay. Can I do an insight check to see if he's telling the truth?
Sure.
8.
I mean...
Cool.
Would my wanderings be taking me anywhere near those?
So as you're looking for, that creature somewhere in this school, you kind of like pass this front area of the courtyard place that they're at near that big tree, but not recognizing any of them. It doesn't really draw attention. You can see if you notice like Leverin or Kiaran.
Okay. 13.
You can see Kiaran kind of looking at Leverin, talking to the Count.
I'll just walk up to Kieran.
Who is the as Leverin's talking to the Count? Who is the Oh, you're her patron, and just that you paid for her, correct?
More or less. As you probably are aware, any student that comes to Sagemist needs to be able to pay for the tuition fees. And as druids are not common to acquire such amounts of money, it behooved me to offer some assistance.
What?
Kiarn's gonna be whispering to Natari at this point, and while y'all are talking, and she's saying, Natari, prepare yourself for something you're about to learn about. Is not bad, it's not good or anything else, but just be prepared for something you're gonna learn. It's interesting, but yeah, I'm here with you. Don't worry, I'm here. I'm your moral support.
Can I do a perception to see if I notice them back there?
Okay, what's your passive?
13.
You can notice like Kiaran and Natari are like talking back there, but
As Leverin's talking to the Count, he finally glances back and notices Kiaran and Natari, and he's gonna step so that he's like sideways to them, and he's gonna wave them over. He's gonna wave them over.
Do I notice this? 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm just
y'all can
talk-
see
I'm
this.
kinda
Yeah,
talking to
so
Like I'm
Kiarn,
like facing you guys.
Kiarn just grabs Natari's hand and said, "I'm here with you. Don't worry."
Okay, what's- She's gonna like
Kiaran's making it so weird.
telepathically talk to Kiara.
Okay, first off,
What's going
Leverin's
on?
making this weird. All right.
Yeah, so Kiaran is just worried that like Leverin is pretty insensitive. Like she doesn't care, but she knows that Natari is kind of sensitive and she doesn't want Leverin to like make this any harsher than it should be.
As they get closer. Oh, hello, Kiaran. Were you following me the whole time?
I'm just hanging out. I don't know what you're talking about.
Following, you're still in the
Fair
cafeteria.
No, I left the cafeteria. That's why I rolled the perception check, because I was in the hallways. Shoot, what was I gonna say? Oh, and Leverin's gonna look at Natari. Natari, there you are. This is Count. What was his name?
Irvin Bright.
This is Count Irvin Bright, and he's your patron. He's the one who paid your tuition for you to come here, and I guess he said he came in to check up on some things.
And the Count
See how
like
you're
looks over
doing
to
it.
you, Natari, and kind of like gives you a accentuated bow.
Everyone's gonna kind of back off and go over to the knots.
And they're just like, how dare you just allow our poor son to freaking live?
Natari's gonna kind of bow awkwardly and, oh, thank you for this opportunity.
It's not a problem. Have you been enjoying the class sessions? I know they're not really curtailed for druidic studies.
Yes, so far, it's been pretty good. There's been a lot of good things that I've learned, so.
He kind of like looks at the two of you. Are you all familiar with the school? Could you show me around?
Sure, we can show you around. Do you want to, Natari? We can do it together, or you can do it. Maybe if you want to get to know the Count better.
No, we can do it.
Okay.
And as that's happening, y'all kind of like lead the Count away from the knots, and Professor Knopf and Leverin kind of like eavesdropping on them. Luth.
This is the common room, and this is where we go to our rooms, and this is the quad where we all hang out, and this is the way to the cafeteria. And, no. All right.
I can actually see Kiara actually doing this, and Atari's like, I thought I was supposed to show him around.
Oh, Natari does not mind. And Natari will just be kind of sitting back, letting Kiara do Kiara thing.
Luth, what are you still? You've been in your room for a little bit now, and you realize that Ruby isn't coming for you. So,
Luth is been firing off Eldritch Blast at anything that fucking moves in that room. Any noise,
unless
like,
you make something move in your room space, it's not gonna move.
No. I'm out of my room space. I'm in because like that was the thing. I hit the ground, rolled out of it, and just like in Boots' common area, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's out
now,
of his
like
space.
I'm out of my like bed, and I've been standing there, and like anything that has moved, Luth has been like, "That's Ruby."
It's just like a sheet of paper.
Those poor mice.
Luth has been like is on edge. 2 weeks of being hunted by a genie. They're now just anything that's been moving. He doesn't trust a fucking thing anymore right now. His senses are so shot.
Make a perception check.
Perception. That's a 13.
Okay. You go and you see something out of the corner of your eye, just like slightly move, and you're just like, Eldritch Blast. Roll to hit.
It's a 14 to hit.
Okay. Yep, that hits. Roll damage.
I'd feel bad, but I blame the DM.
Me? That max? What is it?
That'd be 14 points of force damage.
Oh my gosh. As you do, your Eldritch Blast like connects right into Puckett's chest, and he's just like, oh, what was that, man?
Lute's still like has another one cocked back, ready to fucking yeet it. Like, nice try, Ruby. I ain't doing this again.
Ruby? Who's Ruby?
I throw another one.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus.
Go for it.
2 weeks of being hunted by something that will more than likely change their shape to fuck with him more, to toughen him up. Yeah, he's fucking his senses are just gone. That one is a 13.
Okay. Oh gosh, I almost put 213. That would have definitely killed him. Puckett is just like, the force damage knocks him off his feet, and he like hits the ground, and he's looking rough. But he's like, loose.
Luth is like grabbing any sort of clothing that he has nearby and kind of like half throwing them on. Like, he's literally just got like pants on and is now running because that was, and then yeeting another one over his shoulders. He's just like now sprinting, like just barefoot down wherever he's at now. I'm essentially Robin Williams in Jumanji. Like, I'm running. Except, just instead of a big bushy beard, it's just super big bags under my eyes as I'm just hauling ass.
Oh my goodness.
Is he still naked?
No, he
I
has
threw
like
pants on.
makeshift pants.
I literally just have like pants kind of haphazardly tied on.
Okay.
Which Luth would be like
Some
damn
strength
near
save.
emaciated right now. Like 2 weeks of not eating or drinking anything. Like,
Oh, you got food. It just wasn't probably like the best meals.
okay, so still barely enough calories to survive. Got it.
So
he's still looking somehow skinnier than he already was.
You haul off and kind of like run past Puckett, who's still like hurting on the ground, and you come out into the common room right when Kiaran, Natari, and Count Irvin Bright, who you haven't met him yet, enter into the room of the main like common room area. And as soon as you enter, you all see Luth.
Luth like stumbles for a second and is just like has an Eldritch Blast cocked up and looking around like, fuck, which one's a real one? Which one's a real one? Which one's a real one?
Luth, are you
Luth,
okay?
Where have you been?
Luth, it's where have you been?
Which one?
You've been gone for like 2.5 weeks. Are
What?
you okay? What's
It's only been where?
you look like you've been like just been tortured.
So I imagine at this point my feet are like stained red. And like I look like I mean, if we're going with how many hit points I got right now, I'm on death's door. So let's get Luth is. I don't want to do this. Luth in his panic casts darkness on himself.
Okay.
Just like seeing everything and is like getting just you where have you been? It's 2 weeks, like not able to think, and it's just darkness on himself.
I think as soon as he tried to do that, can Kiaran take a reaction to cast Fairy Fire on him?
You can try. Luth would have advantage.
Right.
Yeah,
It's fine. Because
it's just
it's not really a reaction spell, so
I would cast Healing Spirit on the same spot that he was standing. Which would leave this nature spirit there, and whenever you or a creature you can see moves into the spirit space for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, you can cause the spirit to restore 1d6 hit points to that creature. No action required. The spirit can't heal constructs or undead. Blah, blah, blah. Can heal a number of times equal to 1 plus your spell casting. So 6 times it can heal him for 1d6.
I think, can it only deal in each individual once though?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay.
What's this thing look like?
It looks like a fae of my choice, so it's gonna be like a little glowing sprite. It's
Okay.
just
For my own like headcanon of what the hell, like Luth is just like darkness, and it's just hi, hey, listen.
So yeah, does Luth have Devil Sight?
Yep.
Okay, you see it. You see this sprite thing, and this fairy fire energy tries to come into that space.
Inspiration is 1d4 or 1d6.
D6.
Okay. Is it the fairy fire that's dot or it's a saving throw, correct?
It's a 16 DC for the Fairy Fire save.
Okay. You said I had advantage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a wisdom, I think. No, dexterity save.
Okay. And then you said it's a d6 on the spell? I'm not crazy?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you the inspo and luck that you needed to pass the spell that I cast against you.
Yeah. So that's a 19 with burning one of my inspiration.
Yeah, that's fine. I missed it. Dude, I'm just trying to help. You gotta let us help you. You've been gone. Let me call the
Is that-
professor Gotta get you to the medical ward.
Atari's gonna look over at Kiara and she's like,
From the looks of it, the boy seems very unnerved.
she's just gonna let her spirit like slowly try to calm him maybe and heal him a little bit, and he'll slowly start to feel a little better.
Say, if anybody's got sleep, now would be a good time to use that shit.
As I literally type it.
I was gonna say, I was like, I got a lot of hit points to resist that shit. It's 1d6 healing. Do you roll that or do I roll that?
I don't know.
You can roll it, Natari.
Okay. Well, there's 2.
2 points of healing. Hey, that's 2 more than I had.
But over the course of time, it would be up to 6 times. So
Yeah.
Well, that'd be if I stayed there, right?
yeah.
Okay.
So for healing, I think unless it's like an AoE, it goes off of the caster.
I mean, it is kind of an AoE because like anyone within that spell circle range would benefit from it. Well, I would have to like.
So Luth is
to do it, but.
So as soon as like that happens, the fairy fire comes in. Luth doesn't quite like. Luth just sees another spell coming at him, gets a little bit of healing. Still a bit confused and is going to attempt to just run past everybody. Like still covered because I cast the darkness on myself, which means the darkness is going to move with me. So there's just going to be this fucking cloud of, what is it? 15 foot? Yeah. 15-foot sphere of darkness that just kind of that is just moving through this area.
Well, as a bonus action, I can move the spirit up to 30 feet as well.
She's gonna follow like, nope, no, Luth, stop running for my help.
Let me help you.
The Count's gonna like smile softly as you're like beelining it past all of you, and he's gonna cast Fairy Fire. Just regular. I need a dex save.
Is it a straight roll or
Yeah.
Can he see through it?
Mm-hmm.
That hoe. So I'm gonna re-roll that with my luck because that was a 1. I was like, the dice are trying to tell a story right now, and I don't want that story. It works because I've just rolled a 2. The dice demand the story end out like this. God damn it!
Well, the DC is a 19 because.
Yeah, that was the thing. That's why I was like, maybe like dex saves ain't great, but you know I got another inspo to burn. Maybe I can pull this off.
So
does that dispel it? If any of with an area of light created by a spell, what level does he cast it?
Just at first level.
Oh, then it doesn't work.
For darkness?
If any of this spell's area overlaps with an area of light created by a spell of 2nd level or lower, the spell that created the light is dispelled.
So the Count looks at all of you. Is the boy a warlock?
I think so, but we don't really know. I don't think he really knows, but he seems kind of like that. He's just a scared little boy.
I talked to him for about 2 days, and then he went missing for 2.5 weeks. So, so Luth is essentially just gonna run until he collapses.
So Natari's kind of following and trying to keep the spirit up with him to try to like help heal him more.
Because I imagine the exhaustion of being on edge for 2 weeks is eventually gonna hit him like a fucking freight train.
Kenya, make a dex save.
Oh,
At
why?
disadvantage.
Why?
Because there's just a wall of darkness running at you.
Oh no!
Hello, darkness.
Can you watch out?
Oh man! So I got a 10 and a natural 20.
Oh, nice.
It's a 13 for a dex save.
So you just get like Books fly. You get knocked into by Luth, who's running, who's kind of like frantically looking behind him to see if he's getting chased, and
Who's
like
half naked?
hits into you. You haven't met this kid. You're in darkness. You don't know what's going on.
Yeah, you just got
Lots of
hit
stuff
by.
is.
All of a sudden, I imagine you're just walking with books. Where'd the lights go? Boom. Do I need to see if I fall down?
You both take.
Why? We
I
don't
don't
need
even
to
get to
take
make a
damage.
save.
We don't
I don't
need to
get to
take
make a
damage.
save.
Doesn't
I
know.
like dodge.
8 points of bludgeoning just
Oh,
from.
no.
God damn it.
Crap.
Roll your concentration check, Luth, to see if you hold darkness.
I don't think you.
I don't hold darkness because I'm unconscious.
Oh god. So
So-
then the darkness disappears.
Wait, DM, can I flavor this? Can I flavor this, please?
Okay.
I'm running. I smack into a poor girl who I've never met before, and then as I'm stumbling, trying to regain my footing, I just eat shit down a flight of stairs.
Oh
And
no.
at the bottom of the stairs is when the darkness dissipates. It is just me, like, fucking down. Just. It's like a little. It's a little fucking. Natari's little, like, Faye is just like. like. So yeah,
Well-
Luth is out at the bottom of the set of stairs, just like fucking feet, like looking really like they've been soaking in water, stained red, somehow thinner than he was when he left, and I imagine looking extremely pale and dehydrated. So I fit in perfectly with the Ghoul Ball. All I'm saying. My costume is on point right now.
That's one way to
Eyes
put
are
him to
sunken
sleep.
and red and black around him.
Oh yeah, like just like you want to talk about need some fucking therapy.
I'm gonna run to the top of the stairs where I see him down there. Oh my god! And then I'm gonna look around and see if there's any like professors around that can help. Maybe?
The count just kind of
Perception.
like taps your shoulder a little bit. We can heal the boy. And he like walks down the stairs just nonchalant, casually. Like I
Like,
think y'all have been
saying that-
frantic the whole time and he's just been like
I mean, I wasn't really that frantic, just because it's not in my character's nature. But like, she's just trying to help him, and like, but she wanted to kind of get him to the like nurse ward before he wakes up.
Okay. So the count will go down and just like pick up the unconscious Luth.
So that was kind
I-
of her idea.
Don't know where the med ward is.
I can take you.
Should I start rolling death saving throws?
I think he has.
Are we just gonna spare the dying?
I mean,
Give him 1 HP.
You try to run again, I will pop you in the knee.
I will
It's all-
drop you.
Natari is frozen right now. This one moment for the technical difficulties.
Uh-oh.
But we'll take this opportunity to let you guys know that if you have not already, !spell right now in the chat. That way you can get your hands on a set of spell cards. And DM, what style cards are these?
The Arcana deck, I think.
We got the Arcana deck, so if you want to be your own Sagemist student, !spell.
Oh, we lost her!
Oh no! We're all messed up on the overlay.
We'll be back.
I'm perfect.
After these commercial messages.
Hello, and we're back. Took a quick break, but you know it's fine.
Not at all for technical difficulties.
No, it was time for our break anyway. It was our halfway mark. So you all are, or Natari and Kiaran, and does Kenya come along with? I know she got bumped into, but
Probably not. She's
Okay.
gonna she probably like smacks into her books go flying. She's probably in the process of picking up her books and then getting the fuck out.
oh my gosh. So y'all
This
are
girl
making your
has
way
left
back
for breakfast
to
and she's already gotten attacked again.
to the med ward. You arrive. The clerics kind of like take Luth and like set him down and begin to work on him.
We'll explain to them the whole situation of how he's like frantic and like panicked and stuff like that. And not trusting
the cleric
anybody.
is just like looking at Kiara and is like, "Don't you say a word about how we should have been finding this kid." Like, I want to hear it, Miss Talabrita. So yeah, it doesn't take long, Luth, for you to regain consciousness, but you now are in like the med ward. They've bandaged you up and put like
Restraints.
a modesty gown on you.
Oh, all right.
Restraints. He's like,
Am I restrained
expected.
or am I up?
No, you're just in the.
I'm just in the bed?
Yeah.
Okay. Luth is going to very quickly try to sit up and then like immediately be like,
Do not move, Mr. Brightwood. You are quite injured.
supposed to like raise his hand to like have another Eldritch Blast ready, and it's just like, where? Fuck it. You win. You win. I can't anymore.
Well, you're right about one thing. You can't use magic in here. The wards will prevent it. But what exactly were you doing running around the school, as they say?
Wait a minute. Wait, where am I?
You're
I'm back
at
in the school?
the Sagemist Academy, Mr. Brightwood.
Oh, I'm out of the hole. I'm out of the hole. Oh, that's good. Wait a sec. Wait, how long have I been away?
From the count, it would seem 2.5 weeks.
His like, ha goes to like, the fuck. Wait, that can't be right. I was gone 2 weeks.
And a half,
How'd
yes.
you guys get me back?
We didn't. The students they were in a
Wait.
bit of a panic and said that you were running around the school, casting spells at random. Anyone that looked at you weird?
Wait, you didn't try to. Wait, so you didn't get me back? Then how did I? Where? Alexander, where's he?
The Knot. Mr. Knot has not been located yet. Just you seem to have arrived.
So who was? Well, I mean, I didn't see him where I was. So I mean, is he? I mean, who's out looking for him?
Well, it would seem that the place that you were in is undetectable by many of the high-ranking professors at this academy.
Luth is just like, still like out of it. It is now like confused as shit. Like, the fuck you mean out of reach by the like? What do you mean? It was. I mean, I kind of describe what the area looked like of it just being like like ankle high blood is kind of like almost seeming like an infinite loop of like space wasn't really real.
Interesting. Well, seems your fetch tales are quite amok. You might have gotten hit a lot harder than we thought. You should rest, Mr.
What?
Brightwood.
What?
And he kind of like sets his medicine tools in his tray and like picks it up and exits out of the room.
Stret? Doesn't make sense. How would I? Oh, God. You fucking God, I hate this place. Oh, I hate it so much. Am I still wearing my ring?
Mm-hmm.
I take the ring off and like yeet it across the room.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. That's it. Then he's gonna look around and just pass the fuck out like again.
Kiara and you, Natari, and the Count have all been in the waiting area, the familiar place where you're used to like waiting, and the nurse or cleric guy comes out and Mr. Brightwood should be resting here, but he is conscious. We shall wait a bit before we allow new visitors. He is quite excitable at the moment.
Well, what happened to him?
And he begins to like describe the scene that Luth kind of told him. Seems a bit delusional.
How do you know that didn't really happen to him?
Because it doesn't make sense. And he just kind of like moves away and walks off down the hall to go check on other patients.
He seems a little, it doesn't make sense that they couldn't find him either, so it still could have happened,
Does this kind of stuff normally happen at the academy?
I don't know. I've only been here three weeks.
It's about par.
So far, yeah, kind of.
Well, this has been a very exciting visit. Leverin, you would have seen the Knots kind of like finish yelling at Professor Knopf, and at a certain point he's just like done with it and he just walks off, and they're just like, oh.
Did we hear him saying something about where's Alexander? Did we hear that part of the conversation?
Oh no, not in the room.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up to the Knots and give them a decent bow, and Lord and Lady Knots.
Ah, you're the writer's boy. Leverin, is it?
Yes, Lord Knot. One of a few, but yes, I'm one of their sons. I just want to extend my heartfelt condolences on your son, Alexander.
Oh, see, this is the type of action that we need. They haven't done anything to look for our boy. It's quite unsettling.
Yes, it's quite a shame that his body hasn't been found. I hope that they can find him soon. It's not the same in this academy without him.
And the mother kind of like goes over to you and she ushers you in a pile of slip coin real quick, which is about 500 gold if you counted it. And she looks at you. Can you do me a favor and find our boy? Be a good rider and do as y'all do.
Leverin feels the money, looks at Lady Knot. Yes, Lady Knot, I'll do everything I can. to help find your son, and I'll try and bring him back safely.
She kind of like pats your cheek and smiles, and you watch as the two of them kind of like exit out of the upper levels of the academy.
As
They
as she
purposely go
passed,
upstairs so that they can go to the top levels.
as soon as they turn around after the cheek pat, like Levin goes for his sword, and he's just like, pats the gold and stores it in a safe place under his uniform. And as he walks away, thinks to himself, do I really need to find him? No. And continues walking back to to the library like he was.
Okay, on your way, you interact with Kenya. She is just like heading back to probably the common room to like get away from all of this. Like the day's just started and it's already like too much.
Kenya, is it?
Oh, yes.
Are
Hi?
You seem to be in a rush. What? Are you okay?
Oh, morning could have gone a little better. I'm just going back to my room now, before something else happens.
And Levin, instead of going to the library, he'll walk with Kenya back to the common room. So tell me, what happened that has you in such a looks up and out state of distress?
Well, I was, on my way back from the dining hall, someone just ran into me, books went flying everywhere. Like, look at it, like, she pulls out a journal from this pile of books that she's carrying. Look at that, there's a scuff on this journal. This is one of my favorite journals.
Levin plays along. Oh my, that's certainly a cause for this state of distress. I wonder what could have caused that.
I don't know. There was this guy, like, he seemed very distressed. Surrounded in darkness. I don't know. I just saw the darkness and then boom, got hit. And then I guess he continued running, and then the next thing I knew, he's falling down the stairs. But yeah, I just, it's a little much for me, and it's only, well, what time is it right now, DM?
9 o'clock. It's not.
It's only like 9 o'clock, and oh gosh, my head hurts. I really just, I want to go back to my room and continue my studies.
It's only 9. Surely there's some other things you want to do other than sit in your room.
Oh no. I would just love to stay in my room all day, every day.
Well, we have classes today, right?
No. I think I'm just gonna ask some fellow classmates if I could just borrow their notes and just copy those down, and I could just study spells in my room in safety and quiet.
Okay, well, I have some other things that I have to do today. You have fun with your lonesome study time, and Levin's gonna smile and give her a small wave, and as they get to the common room, he's gonna do a 360 and go back out because he did need books for Professor Lone's class.
Okay. As you turn around
180?
and
Yeah, 180, 360.
Full spin. Do a 360 and keep walking.
as you
Going
turn
the same
around,
way.
We walk
Um,
out.
You see Professor Caspin kind of standing there. Ah, you two, students. And he points to you and Kenya.
Professor Caspin, you know my name.
Come with me.
We've met.
And he just starts walking
Okay.
off.
But.
Come.
Oh.
We haven't all day. Come
Leverin
on.
starts walking after him. Just like, God damn it.
But Professor, Oh. She just follows.
So roughly an hour or so passes, and one of the other cleric nurses comes up and lets you, Kiaran, and Natari kind of see if Luth would like visitors. So basically, you just tap this portion here, and you say a message, and it'll report into the room, and if he would like visitors, he'll let you know. It's very easy.
Kiaran immediately presses it. Hey, Luth, it's Kiaran and Natari. We wanted to see if you're okay. You were kind of crazy a minute ago. You can reply.
Atari's gonna smack Kiara. Don't say crazy.
Luke's like kind of like in that half asleep, like, all right. And just kind of hits whatever was talking and just be like, yep, let him in.
And the door's kind of like...
Go ahead and...
Oh, magic's not allowed in there, so don't try anything.
Kiaran steps on something and looks down. Oh, what's this ring? Is this yours, Luth? I thought I saw you wearing it.
Yeah. Sorry, hang on. And he kind of like adjusts himself so that way he's kind of like sitting up on the headboard of the bed. Yeah, that's mine. I kind of.
Oh, here you go.
You kind of like, you mind just putting it over on the nightstand? I'd rather not wear it right now.
Oh, okay. You don't want me to? I can put it on for you. On you.
Nope. No, I'd rather you not do that either. I appreciate the offer. I really.
Oh, okay.
Do. Sorry for the scare earlier.
Well, we were really worried about you. You have been gone for 2.5 weeks. What were you doing? Where were you?
I'm still trying to work that part out, actually. He kind of like pulls his foot out from under like the blanket. Is his foot still like stained red?
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure, but I have a feeling it's not my imagination. Like the nurse is trying to tell me. But
Well, was Alexander with you? Because y'all both disappeared at the same time, and he's not back, but you are.
Fuck, Alexander. God's be. No, he wasn't with me as far as I could tell.
Okay.
He was.
I hope he's not going through what you went through.
I have a feeling he wasn't, but at the same time, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Last I remember is talking to him, and then Ruby showed up.
Ruby
Then I
is.
was- Sorry?
Who's Ruby?
Yeah, so Ruby lives in the ring, and she kind of gives me powers.
It sounds like. Are you a warlock?
Yeah, I think that's what they called it.
What it
Yeah.
sounds like.
It's one of those I help her, she helps me kind of deals. Or at least I thought that was the deal.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so she did something, and then I was just kind of in this. It was kind of like when we got sucked into the darkness, except not quite the same. You remember when we were there and it was just like we couldn't really see much?
Yeah, in the tavern.
Yeah, but this was more of a. It was more kind of endless, but it like also wrapped back around on itself.
What does that mean?
So like if I and he kind of like leans up and he like literally just kind of like on his lap draws like a square in the blanket, like with his finger, not actually like drawing on it, but kind of just making like a box. He's like, so if I'm here, and he just kind of points, he's like, and start going this way, I would eventually end up over here and running back to where I was.
Oh,
And then the same thing going the other way, and I couldn't really go up because I didn't really have anything to let me go up. And going down was bad because it was just blood. As far as I could tell, it was blood. So it was just kind of a lot of running and
was it your?
dodging. No. There was a lot of it. There was a lot of it. Like, and he kind of like, he's like, he sticks his foot out from under the blanket. About that high.
Oh my goodness.
And so,
Yeah,
yeah,
they're just gonna kind of be like,
and so like he's explaining this very like just matter of factly, like, oh yeah, this is totally like no big deal, without fully realizing like this is just a fucking nightmare. Like this is not okay. This is not like just trauma response of like, no, this is totally a fine, normal thing. Don't freak out. It's totally normal. Like yeah, it's magic, of course. This is a totally normal thing.
And who is this to you?
I'm not entirely sure. I know Ruby was there because she was trying to kill me, but not kill me. But I couldn't kill her.
So Ruby is your warlock patron, and she was trying to kill you?
Well, I think she was trying. She said it was training, but it felt an awful lot like trying to kill me. Because I couldn't, you ever try to sleep in like a small puddle? It ain't exactly doable. And like, I couldn't really lay down, so I kind of would just like sit in the blood water every now and again and like kind of fall asleep until I fell over, and then I'd wake up, and then like as soon as I blink and kind of wipe it away, she would be there with like another fireball or an eldritch blast, or there was a cloud of daggers at one point I had to run through, which is why I was naked. Which I'm sorry if any of y'all saw me naked. But yeah, it was it was 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
It felt like longer. It really felt longer.
Well,
like a couple of years.
It's a long time, but I guess
it kind of felt like a few years. As he's saying that, his eyes just kind of go to that middle distance. I'm like, kind of felt like a few years, like just.
I think, I've been working on trying to come up with some way to protect you from psychic damage, and I think you really need it right now, and I still haven't figured it out.
Well, I mean, I appreciate that. It's more just trying to, I don't know, kind of not really wanting to be here anymore, if I'm being honest.
I hope you're okay. I mean, you're not leaving, are you?
I mean, no. I mean, I don't think I really have a say in the matter. But no, I don't think so. Unless they throw me out, which, I mean, I did kind of oh, shoot. Is, is goddamn, I'm blanking on his fucking name now. I had it and I lost it.
Puckett?
Is Puckett okay?
Puckett? What
Yeah.
happened to Puckett?
He might have seen me. Okay, so I kind of like woke up in like my bed area, rolled out, and then upon standing up, I saw movement. I thought it was Ruby. I threw an Eldritch Blast. I kind of hit him square in the chest. And then I threw another one at him and just kind of threw another one as I started running. So I'm not actually sure if I killed him.
Where was this?
In the in Boots common area?
Oh no. Was there anybody else in there that might have seen this?
I have no idea. I kind of just started throwing stuff around as I was running, and then I saw y'all, and I got scared, and so I went darkness, and then ran, and then I bumped into some girl, and like one of her books just caught me under the chin as I fell down some stairs, and I woke up here.
Oh no.
Oh no.
We have to go check on Puckett. I'll talk to you later, Luth, and she just runs out.
Well, you've been through a lot, Luth. Try and get some rest. You should be safe here.
Sorry if I worried any of y'all. I apologize for that.
Doesn't sound like it was your fault.
No, it probably was. Probably was. He's just zoning out now. He's just like back in that like middle distance, like numb it, don't think about this, numb it.
Well, I'll let you get some rest.
Yeah.
Come check on you later, okay?
Thank you. I'll see you in a bit later then, or not. You know, it's whatever.
And then Natari will wave and walk out.
Okay. So Professor Caspin leads Kenya and Leverin to the big, kind of auditorium-esque area, and it branches off and feeds into different other parts of the school. But there's a couple of other students there when you arrive. Right, well, start opening those boxes there and get this place decorated so it's all sorted away for the Ghouls Ball. You know how they do.
I don't do
Miss
physical
Torhorn,
labor. No. Yes.
open that box right there.
Yes, sir.
Leverin's gonna look at Professor Caspin and cross his arms. Professor, can't you just decorate it and open those boxes with magic? Why are you
Yes,
having
but then it would
students
be
do this?
designed based on me. This is supposed to be student influenced. You don't want a Ghouls Ball designed by Professor Caspin. That's not a thing.
Not sure we want one designed by Leverin either.
Can I be excused because I'm not going to the ball?
Miss Torhorn, if I have to speak your first name, we are going to have issues. Open those bloody boxes!
I love that Leverin's the one giving him attitude and he's yelling at Kenya.
So, Kenya, as you get to one of these boxes, they're very unique. You can see that there's like runes and enchantments on it. Doesn't seem to be anything of nerving, but it does look special.
She's gonna try to focus her arcane energy to open the box.
Okay, roll a Arcana check.
After squaring off with Professor Caspin for a
22.
little bit, Leverin's just gonna give up and go and try and open one of the boxes.
Okay, Arcana check as well. Kenya, as this box opens, you find yourself filled with inspirational spirits. They kind of wean and sweave around you. and the thoughts and things that you construct kind of come to life to help decorate this area.
So nat 20 for 22.
Okay, similarly, the spirits come out and influence you as well. You see other students, there's like Falcon over there somewhere, and they're designing it, and you see that they're doing like accordions of balloons and ribbons and other taper offs, and pretty much decorating the place to look like the Ghouls Ball is normally assorted to. There's like a table with treats and other things kind of present. But most of the students are having fun with it because they kind of like the creativity that the teachers give them to decorate the place as they would like.
They're like the student council that's like, oh, let's do a ball. I'm just gonna help string up like the banners and stuff.
Okay, as the banners
the
come
ceiling.
out, another student helps and does like a collage of lights that flicker and give off different enchantment type orbs of light, and the colors fade and dim at different intervals. Professor Caspian walks over to you, Kenya. Well, how's it coming?
It's going okay. She kind of holds out her staff, taps it a bit on the ground, and she casts prestidigitation, and she kind of like lights the candles that are kind of like off in different places of this hall.
Good. Roll the d20 for me, Maurice.
Leverin's gonna open another box, working his way towards one of the female students.
Okay.
Nearby.
And she kind of like smiles at you, and she's doing her own thing with her friends, and they're like giggling as they're decorating, looking over in your way.
That's an 18.
Okay.
For that.
Yep, they all light normally. Nothing happens. Oh gosh. So y'all are there
Kenny is
for
not having
a
a
little
nervous
bit,
breakdown right now.
and y'all get this place like set. It's decorated to like the 9 yards. Everything is in place. All the enchantments are working as they should. And afterwards, the students start clapping at the successfulness of, working with Professor Caspian for the day and no one dying. So it's great. Good. Well, you all are free to do whatever it was that you were doing before I rudely brought you here. I mean, go about your day. It's fine. And he just like walks out.
Turns on heel, leaves. Full on running now back to her safe space.
While that's happening, Kiaran, roll a Arcana or History check, whichever side.
Leverin walks up to the girl that smiled at him, and he's gonna tell her, I knew that this place was magical as soon as I first saw you.
Roll a performance check. Or deception.
It's gonna be a 19.
Okay. She smiles and she's like, are you taking anyone to the ball?
Yes, I am. You.
Oh my god. Her other friend behind her is just like face palming. And the girl in front is just like, oh. As you two set up a date, Kiaran, what was your roll?
19.
You would know that if you do get back to the common area, unless you find someone that is in Boots housing, it's good that border enchantments are going to prevent you from going in.
Right.
But you make it there first.
Hey, is there anybody here in Boots? I need someone to go check on Puckett. I just found out that when Luz, long story, but somebody needs to go check on Puckett.
You might be hurt.
Some of the older students like look at you, and you can tell by their robes that they're not in Boots people, but they just kind of like and like take their books and go off and leave. But from the looks of things, there's no in boots colors in the common room currently. And Atari shows up shortly after.
Natari, we've got to find somebody who's from In Boots, or we need to get a professor. I wonder. I'm gonna cast sending to Professor Littlefoot.
Okay.
And say, Professor Littlefoot, this is Kiaran. I think that Puckett might be hurt really bad in House and Boots is inside their private area. I can't get back there to check on him. Somebody needs to get in there.
I'll be there shortly.
I sent a message to Professor Littlefoot. I don't know that I don't know if he's the right one, but he's the first one that came to my mind because that was the last class we had. And actually it wasn't, but that's 2.5 weeks ago when we had that class. But
I mean, it could have. You survived more than a week, so Professor Littlefoot's like astounding.
Yeah.
Perturbed with you.
But yeah, he arrives shortly therein, still dressed in his normal ranger garb. He doesn't have his crossbows on him, but he looks at the two of you. Right, so which student was it?
Puckett.
Okay. And
He's in the In Boots house.
He goes over to the In Boots corridor area and walks through. And you see him disappear into the...
I hope he's okay.
It's like that awkward. Kenya arrives during this time.
Hi, Kenya.
To see if I could sneak past Kiaran.
No.
Oh gosh.
Stealth. I'm rolling stealth to see if I can sneak past.
She's still gonna try.
I saw you.
That's a 5.
Why are you tiptoeing? I'm looking right at you.
You don't see me?
I do.
Alright.
Can you
Kiaran, I have had enough of too many people getting hurt. It's wearing on my mind. I'm gonna go lay down for a bit. I'm just gonna kind of grab Kenya's hand and like walk into our like common room with her.
Her face gets all red as Natari leads her off.
Okay. I'll let you know if I can, if there's anything wrong with Puckett.
Thanks, Kiaran. Bye.
As the two of them go off into the house Turin house?
Oren, yes.
Turin? Professor Littlefoot and Puckett kind of walk out of the common area. And you see that Puckett's like fine. He's standing there.
Are you okay, Puckett? Luth said he thinks he might have attacked you when he joined us. I don't know what happened where he was, but he came back and he said he was scared and thought everything was bad and he thought you were somebody else and that had been attacking him for the last apparently 2.5 weeks that he thought was 2 years. And so I just wanted to make sure you were okay because he said he attacked you with something. I don't know what he did.
Yeah, he definitely attacked. But he hit me with a Eldritch Blast twice.
And you survived?
Barely.
Oh, you're getting tougher, Puckett.
No, I just have healing spells. I'm good.
Oh, that's good. It's a handy thing to have. I wish I had something like that.
Where is Luth, by the way?
He's in the medical ward. They're taking care of him. He was really in bad shape. He went unconscious.
So is he like resting?
I think so.
Oh.
They said he'll be okay, but then the cleric said that he probably was hallucinating or delirious, but I don't know that he was, because whatever he went through, he said he was standing in blood for that whole time, and his feet are stained like up above his ankles, all the way covered in like blood stain. Like it's not wiping off. I guess somebody who can press the digitation probably can wipe it off, but I mean, I can't
Has
do
he
that.
tried not stepping in blood? He looks at you and he's like, I guess I'll go check on him later. I don't really want to go see him right this
Hey, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
He was shooting everybody. We're
Is anybody
trying.
else injured?
Well, he ran into Kenya, knocked her down, knocked the books out of her hand,
I mean, that's not
and
hard.
then she left, and then she came back when I was in here just now. But she and Natari went to their room area.
And I guess you've checked on Glitch this morning?
Yes, he's getting better. He's I've been talking to him with my sending spell, and he hasn't ever responded, but he's improving. His like he's starting to look like more normal, if that can be considered normal. More like he's sleeping instead of hurt and unconscious like that. But I'm hoping that means he's getting better.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on around here.
It's been a busy month.
I wonder if that's normal, because, you know, Luth is gone, and then he came back in really weird condition, and then Alexander's gone, and Luth said he saw Alexander just before he disappeared, but Alexander's not back. Then some darkness, took over Glitch, and then all that stuff that happened back in the tavern. It's only been 3 weeks since we started here, and that's a lot of things that have happened there. I don't think that's
wild ride.
I don't think that's part of the curriculum.
I mean, they did say that they were going to teach us how to work with magic, not survive it.
Good point. That's a good point.
Kiaran, can I ask you a question?
Oh, of course.
To the Ghouls Ball, are you going with anybody? I mean, I know I'm not Merrick or anything like that, but since he left a couple of weeks back, I thought maybe there's a chance.
Hey, did you hear where he went?
No, he just left with the headmistress.
I wonder if he's on a special secret mission. That's pretty sexy,
Maybe. I mean,
Hot for teacher.
Are you asking me?
yes, that's what I'm doing currently.
Sure. Yeah, I'll go with you.
Okay, cool. That makes it really less awkward since Professor Littlefoot is still in the room. Yeah, okay.
It'd be funny if you'd be like, "Oh, that's fine." Wait, you said yes?
Well, she couldn't say no. She's too nice.
Cool. Yeah, great. Sweet. And he just walks out.
Well,
Professor Littlefoot looks at you and he's like, and just walks off.
thank you, Professor Littlefoot.
Anytime, Kiaran.
All right, well, I guess I'm all alone all of a sudden. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go look for some more.
Ooh. Evocations?
Yes.
Roll a d6.
One.
Okay. You notice off in the corner that there is a dripping, kind of like a drip.
Ooh, that wasn't there before. I'm gonna go and inspect it to see if I can figure out what it is.
Okay, roll a Arcana check.
20. Dirty 20.
Okay. After you like kind of focus the arcane energy in that area, you notice that it does seem spell oriented, but then the drips kind of start in other areas as well in the room, and then more drips start, and pretty soon it's like raining in this common room area.
Oh my goodness. This isn't normal, and I don't have any third level spell slots left.
No, sending.
I'm going to I'm going to cast Frostbite.
Okay.
To try to freeze the drops to try, so it'll stop the and I'm just going to cast it over like every source that I see and try to stop it up so that it doesn't keep dripping.
Okay.
And so that it at least stops it from making it worse.
Sweet. Roll another Arcana check to try and get that going.
19 for 24.
Okay. Yep. You're just freezing the rain in all the different areas, and it kind of like collects. So now there's just like frostbite X icicles just all throughout the room.
I don't know what to do to make this stop. I mean, I paused it, but it's still here. And if I defrost all this, it's probably going to start again. I wonder. I'm going to use my telekinetic mage hand and try to see if that I can like grab one section and then just like squeeze it and maybe try to smother it.
Okay. As you do that, the ice crystals kind of like shatter a bit, and when they hit the ground, it dissipates.
Okay. And then I'll kind of keep doing that over like all the different sources of the water coming into the room.
Okay. Once you like finish taking the next 5 or so minutes to do it, you dissipate the whole area of those rain sources, and you get like a rewarding sound from completing another evocation.
Oh, that's nice. That was a hard one. I probably shouldn't use my third level spell slots so freely.
Do I notice any inside the ballroom?
Roll a d6.
Too busy trying to mac on girls or some shit. Like...
It's gonna be a 5.
Okay. The ballroom kind of like, again, goes into different sections. Some of them might be a dance area. Some of them might be just where you can get more snacks. And over towards one of the areas that's just like people that come to the ball but don't want to socialize and just kind of like sit down and tend to themselves. There's a couple of tables in there, but you do see a light flicker similar to the one that you saw at the end of the hall earlier this morning.
Excuse me, and I leave the group that I was hanging out with and hurry over to where the light's flashing.
Okay.
What do I see when I get over there?
You see kind of like a ball of light similar to the one that you saw that you were chasing earlier around, but this one is like blinking in and out in different parts of the room at random.
Oh shit. Well.
He's like, I ain't got nothing.
I got something, but I don't know if I want to use it.
Oh my goodness.
Fireball. Third.
Jesus.
Well,
Burn
I
down the
can't-
hole.
I can't use counterspell, can I?
I mean, you could certainly try.
I don't like that word.
Do or do not. There is no try.
I'm gonna use dispel magic on it.
Okay.
What level is the spell?
Good question. But if Professor Lone cast it, it might be high.
I'm gonna use. Yeah, I'm gonna use dispel magic.
Okay. What level?
Third.
Sweet. And that automatically dissipates. Which level below?
Third and below.
Okay. And then anything higher?
It says. For each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spell casting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. On a successful check, the spell ends.
Okay. 7 plus. $5. 12.
So I need to make an ability check then.
No, that was what he just did.
Okay.
The DC should have been 13 if it was a 3rd level spell you cast.
So yeah, it
Okay.
dissipates.
Damn it. All right. Oh yeah, that's right. You got 12. Oh,
Ah.
thank God.
You
Numbers
hear
are
that
hard.
rewarding
Again.
sound as well as you've dissipated one of Professor Lone's.
I give a sigh of relief. Oh, finally, it worked. Remembering that it failed on the stupid fire book.
Oh yeah, you rolled like crap on the books. So you had to try something else. The dagger.
And then I'm gonna leave the ballroom.
Okay. What is Natari and Kenya doing after?
So when I lead her back in there, I'm not. Once the door's closed, I'm gonna like look up at her and be like, "Are you okay?" And then I look down at my hand and then like blush really hard, like, "Oh."
She kind of like pulls her hands away too. It's like clutching her book close to her chest.
Like,
I'm fine. Thanks.
And she's gonna like duck into her room for a brief second and grab a little like clay pot and come back out and be like, can I ask you a question?
Sure. What's up?
What's your favorite flower?
My favorite flower? I'm more particular to the clematis, actually.
And she's gonna use Druidcraft and just like sprout a flower to full bloom in the pot, and then be like, "Here, enjoy your study time," and then blush even harder and like duck back into her room.
Kenny's just holding this potted plant. Her face is all red. She's just looking at this plant. Wait. Oh, okay. And then she's just gonna go back to her room with this
You've given
flower.
her You've given her responsibility. Good.
Not really. She just has to bring it back to me if it like, starts to die.
Just every couple weeks. I'm sorry.
It looks
I overwatered it.
no.
I forgot to water it again for a week.
I'm sorry. Snowball knocked it off my table again.
Oh no.
They just here you go.
So while y'all are doing that, Luth, you are resting as best as you can. Make a wisdom save.
Okay. Wisdom save. So that is a 13.
Okay. You get like a sharp pain in your mind, and
Good. Where all my pain seems to be,
where-
minus the.
Where's the dice at? You take just. Oh gosh, that's a lot. 7 points of psychic damage.
Okay, time. Hold. Pause. How much healing did I get? Because I have like 1 HP. Just
No,
'cause
they
I've been
healed you back
laying
all the
there.
way. Sorry,
Oh,
I should
okay.
probably mention that.
Okay. Wait, is that just long rest or just?
Just the healing. The you resting here is the process of a long rest.
Okay. Then allow me to just do that instead of hitting the long rest button. All right. Now, how much damage did I just take? 7.
Yes.
Okay.
So that wakes you up.
It's just. Oh, son of a bitch. I mean, I shouldn't say that. Ugh. He's kind of like blinking, like, oh god, what gods, what now?
And as you do that, you watch as in front of you, Alexander appears, similarly naked, and like lands in your room, your healing med bay room.
Oh shit! Nurse! Nurse! Like, just like hitting the rock thing that's next to him. He's just like, ah!
Eventually,
He's
one of
gonna,
the
like, hop up and like as he's like hitting it and like he jumps around and like look, is he alive?
he's unconscious, but he has a pulse, so you imagine.
Okay, breathing's happening. Is he all? I take the blanket that I had and yeet it over his body so that way he's not just naked there.
So the nurse
My own
arrives
modesty gown is
to Modesty Luth throwing a blanket over another student, and like it's settling in, and like there's blood, but like active blood, so it's like a bloody sheet, and like Alexander and the cleric's just like, oh dear God.
I thought you said magic can't happen in here.
It's not supposed to. What exactly happened, Mr. Brightwood?
I don't know. I got a headache. I woke up and then he appeared on the floor.
You got a headache. And he's like lifting Alexander up.
Like it was, like Luth is helping. Like I felt like somebody stabbed me behind the eyes.
I don't even know what that feels like. Just
We've been stabbed before. Now just think about it behind your eyes.
over here to the other bed here.
It's just, yeah, he's helping.
Right. Well, this is good. We'll just get him healed up.
So is he actively bleeding?
There's like fresh blood on him, but he's not like profusely bleeding.
I glance at his feet. Are his feet like
He just has
ankle?
a lot of dried blood in a lot of areas. We'll just surmise it to that.
okay? He doesn't have like the stained red foot up to ankle.
No.
Okay, so he was getting beat up, but not in the same. Got it. Okay. Can I help? I don't.
Do you know healing magic? You can't even use magic here, even if you could. Mr.
That doesn't mean I
Brightwood,
can't
grab
help.
that vial over there, the one that has the medicine drops.
Luth immediately is going over there, grabbing vials or whatever the heck the cleric
He
wants.
comes over and he's just like dripping out a few drops here and there. Alexander's like wincing at the pain. Right, well, this is the best I can do for now. I'll come back with new sheets and things of that nature. Just try and... Where are your sheets? Oh my goodness. I'll bring back more
Well, I mean,
sheets
they were
altogether. I'll be back, I'll be
him.
back. And he just...
Why am I getting yelled at? I feel like this is not. Oh God. He's like still wincing because I'm like I imagine Luke has like broken ribs or something. Like there's no
At
way
minimum.
he is just at a minimum like an eldritch blast to the like he hit himself in the back. Lord only knows. Oh my God. I just thought, what if trying to hit Ruby, missing Ruby, it goes back around. He's like, shit! Having to dodge his own blast as it comes back around again.
Oh gosh. So yeah, the nurse comes back. He changes out your sheets. He rebandages Alexandrin and then changes the sheets all together so that they're all clean sheets. And he takes the bundle of like mess and just like walks out.
I'm sorry. Is there
Yes.
a shower?
Yes, there is. I'll have
Like I don't know if Luth is technically bathed since he's been back.
Yes, just down the hall, across. There's the shower stalls. You can take one there, but just return back when you're done. I have to go sort these sheets out and things of that nature. I imagine you know how to bathe yourself. And he walks out.
This is just motherfucker. And just he grabs his stuff. He kind of looks at the ring sitting on the nightstand and is like, nope, leaves it there, and then goes down and starts to try to bathe, rinsing. What I imagine is just like 2 weeks of God knows what off of his body.
There's just
He
like
sits there with like
so much mixture of blood just pooling into the bottom. You're not sure if it's yours, a mixture of yours, parts that you don't want to know.
Luth is like grabs like a stool or something on his way. He's like sitting in the shower with like the bar of soap and is like actively scrubbing his foot, trying to get the like blood stained foot off, like that red stain off.
Okay.
And I imagined it's not gonna work considering it was soaking in essentially blood for 2 weeks.
And it's gonna be a minute. It's gonna be a little bit red.
Luth like takes a little bit. He like does it for like a little bit, like 20-30 seconds. And it's just like, my foot's gonna fall. My foot's gonna go raw before the blood stain gets off.
Which will cause
And he
more
just like,
blood.
it's like it's just more blood starts going. No, he doesn't go that crazy. He just sits on the stool in the shower and just kind of lets the water run over him for a little while. Like, okay, all right, well, Alexandrin's back. That's good, I think. So then we just need to figure out where he was, and then we'll figure out why we were pulled away. And I'm gonna have to talk to Ruby about what the hell happened and why and all that. Oh, we gotta set some boundaries. Luth gets done with the shower and then kind of heads back to the bed.
Alexandrin's like sleeping. You can still see him breathing normally, but he's just like resting there.
I'm gonna do some investigating on where Alexandrin is to at least make some sort of effort.
Roll a investigation check.
After the fact, trying to earn the 500 gold, make himself.
Yeah, that way I could at least be like, I tried.
I mean, it has been a few hours, and it took the teachers 2 weeks to do nothing. So
18.
Okay. You think the best way is to like retrace steps, so you start heading to the tavern diner area in the kind of district where you last saw Alexandrin to see if you could pick up any clues there. You make your way to a couple of other areas of note that some of his friends said he was at for that day. But you don't really find anything of note until you make your way back towards the common area, like right before where Luth and Alexander were talking that night before, it happened.
Do I see a giant blood spot?
It's not a giant, it's very minute, like almost easily looked over, but there is like a definite like blood stain of a drop.
And there's nothing else in the room?
That area? No, it's just, and it's like maybe 2-minute walk from the common room, just like on the way.
I'll investigate the room anyways.
Okay.
10.
So the only thing of note is that blood stain. There isn't a lot of things that kind of keep you distracted from one way or another. The way the floor is, you can see how, with the design and everything, that people could like overlook it. But yep, just that droplet of dried blood.
Let's see. What do I have? Nah, shit. Yeah, I'll keep the blood spot for memory, and so from my investigating, do I know that Luth and Alexander were in this room together at some point?
Roll a Arcana or History check.
No, they're the same. 20, non-natural.
Okay. Yeah, you can tell that there is some like very faint residual presence. Because of how the school works, magic usually leaves a lot of traces, and because of the magic that had to essentially make Luth and Alexander disappear, there are like slight trace marks. But unless you're crazy and just would go through the whole school doing that, there's no way to know from this specific area where this like minute drop of blood is.
Okay.
That's the area.
After finding that out, I'll leave the common room and I'll go to look for Luth.
Okay.
Or go to look and see if anyone's seen them recently.
You probably would encounter Kiaran because she just recently finished her evocation fix around this time.
Oh, Kiaran, there you are.
What's up, Levrin?
So, I know you've noticed, but have you seen Luth recently? Because I know he's been missing for a while.
Yeah, he's back.
He's back.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy a few minutes ago. He came back, and I guess he was in his house. He was back in House and Boots, and he came out, and he was like only half dressed, and then we all saw him, and I tried to talk to him, and then he cast darkness on himself, and I tried to fairy fire him, but I missed. and then he like took off running, and this ball of darkness was running with him, and he ran into Kenya, and then he fell down the stairs and knocked himself out, and then of course his darkness went away, and then
Wait. He was the one that ran into Kenya.
yeah. What do you mean he was the one?
Oh well, I saw Kenya earlier, and she mentioned something about some darkness slamming into her, but I didn't know it was Luth.
Yeah, it was Luth. He didn't know what was going on. Apparently, he's been like getting his ass kicked for like 2.5 weeks.
That's not very surprising.
And so, well, that's not very nice. Come on.
It's not, but you have to agree that he's been a little slow with learning magic at times.
Well, I found out though he's a warlock, and his patrons kind of rough with him.
Yeah.
Okay. Where is Luth right now? I need to
He's a
talk
dick.
to him.
He's in the medical ward. We got him over there, and so he's doing better. They got him healed up and everything, but he's still kind of really, really, really tired.
Thank you, Kieran. Thank you so much. I'll
Where-
catch you later. I need to hurry.
Where are you going? I
I
can
need to
help
see
you.
Luth. All right, if you want to, I'm just going back to the medical ward to see Luth.
Okay, that's good. I'm gonna go back too because, yeah, other stuff
That's
happened,
good.
but I'll tell you about it on the way.
All right. Yeah, we're going back to the medical ward so I can interrogate Luth.
Interrogate.
Interrogate me on. Never mind. Go for it.
Okay, so you both make it
Interrogate
back
with
there,
quotes. Question.
and the cleric is just like cleaning sheets, and he motions. You know how to get into the room. Just press the button, and he can let you in.
Hey, watch, I can do this. Hey, Luth, this is Kiaran again. Are you doing okay?
We'll just play like Luth has now just gotten back from the shower, and so just like a towel around his waist. Just yeah, I'm all right. You can yeah. It some stuff kind of happened. I think it's just gonna be easier to show you.
Okay.
And he just kind of
I
hits the
got
button on the
Leverett with
chin.
me.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Okay. We walk in.
Luth kind of like got dressed before like hitting the buzzer to open up, and then just kind of like got back into the bed.
Lever
look
looks at Kiaran real quick. Do you mind staying over by the door? I need to speak with Luth privately. And
I don't like. What do you mean?
no, it's nothing. It's nothing bad, Kiaran. I swear. It's just I need to tell Luth something.
You're not
And-
going to be insensitive, are you?
No, absolutely not. And
With your words.
Levern walks over to Luth before Kiaran can catch up, and he leans down, and he gets like almost to Luth's face. I am so proud of you. If you do what I thought you did.
Luth is immediately like as soon as you lean in, he is like, whoa, like
Bubble.
like fucking hands on your face, no thank you. Like I'm like, ah, shit. I don't know what vibes you're getting, but I'm not
No.
that kind of guy. I mean, I'm flattered, but like, no thank you.
Oh God, no, Luth, no.
Well, I mean, you just leaned in real awkwardly, and I'm not like, I appreciate it, but like, I'm not in the right headspace for
is-
anything like that.
Is
right now in my
Alexander
life.
is Alexander in the same room
Yeah, he's in the
as
other
Luth?
bed.
Like right next to him?
Mm,
Yeah,
Is he unconscious?
mm.
yeah.
Oh, thank God. And I'm just gonna like point over to Alexander's bed. Did you do
Alexander?
that?
Did I? What?
Did you
Kiaran,
cause that?
Did I call? How would I have? No, I didn't call. Well, kind of.
Well,
No, I didn't cause.
I know you guys
it's
were.
super complicated.
I know you guys were in the room together. That
How do
much
you
I
know
know.
that, Levrin?
What? What do you mean?
Oh,
in the
I
oh, you
did
mean
some-
well?
Yeah. And there's I looked to Kieran. So I did some investigating and found out that Luth and Alexandrin had been in the common room together and disappeared. There were some traces of magic.
Well, that
Um,
makes sense since they disappeared at the same time, and now they are both back at the same time, basically.
What do you
And there
mean
was-
you
there was-
found
and
out? We walked back with you. We literally were in the air. It was me. Wait a minute. How long ago was this?
It was 2.5
2.5
weeks,
weeks.
remember?
No. You still doing this investigation?
Oh, like I just did it. I'm kind of good at these things, Luth.
Luth is now fucking furious. You're kind of 2.5. You
Well,
fucking. Are you
the
fucking kidding me?
The professors told us
I
not
come
to
back
worry
and
about
you-
it.
he's now getting up, like fighting,
Is-
grimacing through the pain.
is-
He reaches for the
is-
fucking ring.
Is Luth at full health? Like he's
Yeah, he was
good to
been
go,
fully healed.
basically. Okay.
Like I still
Um,
look fucking terrible, but like health wise,
The professors
Luth,
told us
Luth
not
is
to worry
reaching
about
for the
it,
fucking
Luth.
ring right now.
I want to try and intercept him and sleight of hand the ring.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, oh God, I'm dumb.
Roll it, baby boy. Roll that sleight of hand check. Oh, please. Let's see what our bard can do.
17.
Okay.
And then am I rolling? What am I rolling on this? To see if I grab it before.
Well, Kiaran's definitely watching
Dex
very
save?
closely everything that's
Dex-
going
a
on.
dex save. Man, I wish I hadn't burned my luck now.
On what it was stupid stuff too. It was like perception or like trying to make the fairy fire not hit.
Yeah,
You
well,
still have
no.
an inspiration
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
right?
Can
Yeah.
I uninspire myself? Can I subtract the Not that it's actually going to do anything, because
I suck.
That's a 10.
Okay.
But you know, Kiaran is definitely watching very intimately this situation.
So Kiara and Luth, you watch as Leverin kind of like grabs that ring really quickly before Luth can get to it.
Loose eyes just go fucking big, real big.
Leverin, what are you doing?
Leverin?
He was going for the ring.
Leverin, I'm going
Luth,
to
I will
ask
give
you
it back.
one time. I'm going to tell you to drop the fucking ring.
Calm
Drop
down, Luth.
the
I will give you the ring.
fucking ring. This ain't
Uh,
for me, Leverin. This is for you.
I
Drop it.
drop the ring and kick it over to Alexandrin's bed.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
What are you doing, Leverin?
Nat 20 for a 22.
Okay.
The DC was 23.
Ring shoots over to you, Leverin, at your feet. It just like
Oh no, he says he kicks underneath Alexandrin's bed.
No, it's like, so where the bed ends, it's sitting like at the end of the bed
okay.
in like the walkway area. So it's still visible.
The
What, Luth?
nurse
Are you-
cleric like sticks his head into the room. What is going on? Why are you all yelling?
Everything's fine. I want to do a deception check. Everything's fine, sir. We're just things are getting a little intense, being friends and all.
Roll deception.
You know, friends get intense.
That's gonna be a 19.
Okay.
Kiaran's still really confused at Leverin's actions.
Oh wait, no, that's, did I say 17? 17.
Okay.
Thought it was plus 7. It's not.
He like looks at you for a second and just like, whatever. They don't pay me enough for this, and he just goes off.
Anyways, the
I'm-
reason I came here, Luth, was to find out what happened to you and Alexander?
2 weeks after the fact.
Well, Alexander's family asked me to look for him.
Well, Leverin, you know that I've been trying to find him for ever since he disappeared that day, and you didn't.
I was told by Professor Lone and others, like Professor Caspin and Professor Littlefoot, that everything was under control and to not worry about it, and that they would be
Well, that's
found.
what they told me too, but you know, I'm not going to let it go. I'm going to make sure he's okay. I was going to keep looking.
Luth is just staring at Leverin, processing what he just
I didn't know you were such a good detective.
So you're not.
How do you
weren't
feel about
looking for me?
How do you feel
You were
about
looking
some
for
money,
him.
Luth?
What was that, Leverin?
Get out.
Okay.
Get out. Leave.
Yep. And I found Alexander anyways, so I'll see my way out.
You
and let his
couldn't.
family know.
You're gonna find something. You're gonna find something, Leverin, and I hope I'm there when you do.
Leverin's gonna walk out.
Oh no.
Kiaran is just gonna like pick up the ring and gently hand it.
His eyes go wide. Please drop it. Please don't pick that up.
I'm just giving it to you.
Please put it down. Just please put it down.
Kiara, make a wisdom save.
Now I picked it up and handed it to him earlier, and this didn't happen.
Just means you missed a wisdom save.
That was Luth
You got
wasn't
lucky.
on. Luth wasn't on edge when that happened last time.
10.
Oh no!
I don't like that look on Stack's face.
I don't like it either. I don't like it either.
So
I want to say that I love you. I love you, Brent, and I'm so sorry.
Picked up that ring earlier and handed it to him, and nothing happened. And so I had no reason to believe anything would happen to me again.
I know that, and there's a little difference now versus then.
Kiara, and you toss the ring over to Luth, and you hear a voice in your head. Kiaran, it's me, Glitch.
Hey, Glitch. Can I talk back?
And that's where we're going to end it.
So right before that, I'm heading back to the common room and sending a letter to Alexander's family to let them know he's been found.
Okay. Sweet.
I have a feeling that the nurse might have alerted some people long before you did.
Probably.
Like the notification from the school. Hey, we found your son. He's in the nurse's office. Hey, by the way, I found your son. My fee.
But let's go ahead and do that roll to see who wins the Arcana deck. Oh, Queen Corvi! I know where you live. Actually, I don't. I'm gonna have to get your information deets. But yes, thank you everybody for another exciting episode of Chaos with Rise of Sagemist. We will be picking up in 2 more weeks here with the second part of the Ghouls Ball and see how well that goes, because obviously there's a lot of tension between certain student body members. But it's fun. It's great. It's good drama. Character
I don't know if
development.
I can wait 2 weeks.
Ghouls.
I'm not gonna lie. As I was talking, I was doing the Hagrid thing where he goes, "I should not have said that. I shouldn't have said that. I need to shut up."
All of this, the whole last 10
I
minutes
was
is
mad
just
that
like,
last
nope.
whole bit. I was like, okay, he can save
nope.
this. He can save this. Well, you know, Alexander's family paid me to find him.
I shouldn't have said that.
I swear I was looking for you, Luth.
That's what I was looking for you. As soon as I found out that you and Alexander were tied again, I started looking for you too.
Oh my god.
Look, your family wasn't paying me money,
Oh
you
my
know? What can I say?
Hey, 500 gold's a lot of
Man,
money, Luth.
you could have fucking lied. You could have lied easily.
Yeah,
When was this? Like a day after, man. Deception check like a motherfucker. Nope. Not yeah, like about an hour or 2 hours ago. I've been back for like 6. You started looking for me like 4 hours after I got back, you motherfucker.
Well, it was also that point where I'm like, Levern was like, I guess I should try and look for Alexander so I can keep this money.
You can keep the. Oh no, no. I believe the term you're searching for is so that way you don't feel bad for keeping the money. There's a difference there.
Potato, potato.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
You
my
can't make this up.
And now Levern's gonna try and bribe Luth. Hey, Luth, you're pretty poor. You could use some money, right?
My God, he's such a dick.
Try. You can try.
Oh.
You surely can try.
Okay, so we are gonna raid Geekier Knights. They are playing Dungeons and Dragons as well. So hop on in their chat, say hi, show the love, and we will see you all in 2 weeks. I will give you all a chance to say bye like normal people.
Bye.
And wave. Like, there we go. Now you can't say I didn't when I do this or when I figure out how to do this. But yeah, when I go to my ending screen. It's fine.
Proud of you, Stacks.
I still love how you get
No.
like you're trying to blame us for that. Like, oh,
I can go back to all of those episodes and I can assure you we said bye at least like 2 to 3 times.
Because that's the thing, 'cause you
Bye.
go like, yeah, but then it's like, I
Bye.
don't know when the last bye is. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, see you guys next time. We're gonna go raid this person. You start talking about the raid as we're at the ending screen. So it's like, wait, what?
But yeah, we will see you all next time. Okay.
Um,
Okay, bye.
Oh, it's nice that Luth's back.